Hello, yes, I don't think I've uploaded many 3v3s, so here's one from last night. The teammates, I think we're still in placement games. Anyway, it's this map. So someone kind of spawns in the middle. It's my misfortune to spawn in the middle, and this Protoss player. I believe he's the plat player. And so very often in this position you get cannon rushed down the bottom here, or you get just rushed by everyone. And so for that end, I'm doing a 10 pull, just to get my spine crawler started early on the edge here to prevent any cannon rush or the like. But at this point I see the Protoss scout coming in, because I believe we are aware that they are one of each. So when I see the Protoss scout coming in there, I basically know that there isn't a cannon rush coming down here. Yeah, so now I need to turn my 10 pull into a valid contribution, because of course now the other Zerg has the economic advantage over me, and they've seen the 10 pull. By the time I get my lings all the way round, pretty much would be blocked off everywhere. So I don't bother, I just go for expand as soon as I can and macro up a bit. Honey Monster, my regular partner, he of course always wants to put early pressure on, so he's going to ask for lings and the like. Fumin here playing off race. He says he likes Zerg macro, but of course it takes him a while to kind of get started. His only bookmark appears to be 2 lings, which are here on the watchtower. And seemingly slow to get the macro started. I mean, it's kind of fair enough if he's now going to go for pumping out roaches for a while. I, for my part, taking my third at the gold. Honey Monster here asking for that's where we'll meet up, ready for our first push. Fumin doing good work there, just checking that the enemy doesn't have any cheeky bases. So for my part, one of each. I'm thinking, yeah, I'll put some banelings in there. Nothing more annoying than kind of a bunch of mass bio and lots of lings in front of them. And I always consider, I know the pros don't particularly agree with me, but I consider you've got to have baneling speed with banelings. So I'm doing the baneling speed, and there you see, it looks like it's mass bio coming against us. They'll do a job. And if Fumin's got roaches following it up, and Honey's got bio, it's a good and valid composition. Of course, you may or may not have noticed that in this I've forgotten to do Zergling speed. So we have fast banelings, slow lings. So basically I might as well just turn them all into banelings. And then leave the rest of the fighting to my buddies. Here, of course, trying to populate the gold quicker, and Zerglings can be made from the others. Quick look to army values. Looks like I've rapidly grown to the highest army value, but as soon as those banelings hit, my army will disappear. But of course, hopefully will theirs. But everyone building up steadily. Looks like the Yellow Terran is pretty much just a marine army. We have combat shield, but not stim nor stim about to finish, nor any normal infantry upgrades. So we have the encounter here. Of course, I'm kind of wasting the banelings on the Colossus, but doing enough damage to give the rest of this bioforce the roaches and marines. Honey Monster choosing not to use his stim this time. This pretty much ending up equal. You see that, of course, Honey Monster's army completely gone, but no one having any great army remaining, of course. Fumi there obviously built lots of lings. Economy-wise, red head and shoulders above the rest, thanks to that gold base. And these Zerglings trapping those stalkers, which no doubt were on their way to the red base. And let's just pop back to army. Of course, Zerglings on their own are going to do limited damage to this, but yeah, a Marauder with 1 health and 7 kills, just not wanting to die. So it's at this time that rather than attack them head on, I decide you're not going to get reinforcements, and more than that, let's cripple someone's economy. So they're going into Fumin. Unfortunately, I'm not really looking at both sides of the map at the same time, so I'm not seeing exactly how weak this attacking force of theirs is. 18 kills on this Colossus, spending a lot of time moving it back and forwards. But these workers now going when they don't really need to go, because everything in there was killed. Forces a lift off here and just getting heavily into production. Not an orbital, so he can't drop mules. At the moment, he's stuck until his buddies help him out. For this slot, I kind of now am clued up to what's going on, so I say, don't worry, I'm coming. But unfortunately, I probably can't get to that hatch in time, or that lair. So, of course, my active forces, everyone else is put together. But yeah, the banelings will deal with that. You can stutter all you want, but without stim, you're just not fast enough. And to be fair, I had more than enough banelings to cover it anyway. So purple here, trying to help clean it up. I imagine he's not supply blocked, because all he's got is 2 workers. So you can stop pouring the lings in, because these 2 Colossus will just eat him up. And there we go. Done enough damage. Put this guy in the Stone Age. I can just now macro up to my heart's content. So Honey Monster's got himself an army as well. Double expanded. It looks like he was on 1 base for all that time. Fumin expanding again and rebuilding that base. Fumin not quite in the Stone Age, because he did save a lot of workers. But personally, I'm feeling quite happy about this game right now. We've got a lot of Colossus, but we can deal with that. Looks like the Zerg has good upgrades, the Protoss doesn't, and well, the Terran doesn't have any armed forces to actually check that from. He does have 1 supply depot left alive, so anyway, he's not going to contribute. So pretty much, I know that a Baneling Ball will do a lot to this. It's not the preferred choice of attack into Colossus, but I think I'm that far ahead, which I am, that I can play silly buggers. Honey Monster's income matching mine. But yeah, we're basically ahead in every way. So yep, building up my army here. Spending quite well for once. So they're looking to push against Honey Monster, who's got some Vikings against, because they don't actually have any anti-air. I think Honey Monster mentions this. They've got nothing that shoots up. Well, they do have 1 Marine, 2 Marines now. But yeah, I'm basically just going in. Fun times. Puts their collective active forces down to 400, and now I can just run in with everything. I hope that was fun enough, interesting enough. How many monster here dropping with the Vikings? Terran finally got a few workers, but that's not going to do much. Go on back in here to finish yellow off. And now purple is feeling the bite as well. Thanks for watching.